Okay, it says I'm live. Let's see if I am or not. Of course, I'll chat until people start showing up. It's just one of those things. I got my notification. Hi, Mary. And how is Mary today? Because, hi, Gayla. Hi, Darlene. What does that say? Is her what Darlene wrote? Highness? Uh, I am fine. There won't be no little one today because when her daddy was sick, evidently her daddy might have had RSV. So little Delaney was diagnosed RSV and she has to stay home for 5 days. So no little one today. You wrote hello. Well, your spell check didn't catch that right. So we're both going to have the giggles. And yeah, but it's one of those things. And for all of you, you know my girls, they want these pillows. And it's like they want every holiday one a month now. So here's their April showers, May flowers. I'm appliquing these little gnomes. But yeah, Alani brings everything home from school. So I did start on some of the stitching. I have the umbrella all stitched. Next is like the flower, the duck, and the tulip. Yeah, you got taxi duty in 10 minutes. Kayla, yeah, she's 72 and wants to be one of my girls. It's like, you don't see the gnome? There's his beard, his little nose, his mustache. He's got a rain hat on and a raincoat. He's a short little guy with no eyeballs. I'll settle for Delaney's aunt. So I leave the same thread on in the bobbin. I don't change that out. I just change my top threads. And I have them all. I have all sorts of them sitting here. I have the stuff for the hat, which I'll probably do. And I'm going to do it a little bit darker because I want it just to stand out. And we never have perfect colors. We never have perfect colors, but I got all my thread out of the freezer so I could pick colors. Thank you, Mary. But they're not going to get applique ones very often. Because they do take up more time. I don't even have one of these for myself. But you can grab a coloring page. You can see a picture. I don't use patterns, which most of you know by now. I just can improvise. My thread keeps spreading open. And they say not to put saliva on it because it makes it flare. But it was so much saliva that was unreal. Hi, Patty G. And for those coming in late, this is what I'm working on. I'm appliquing. And I just used the blanket stitch. So now I have to kind of plan my trip, and then which left and right that I'm going to use. Yeah. And in case you missed it, Patty G, no Delaney today. She's 5 days at home. It's like you guys all can know. It's like she ended up testing positive for RSV, but no different than when she was here and had that runny nose and that little bit of congestion. It hasn't changed, but it tested positive this time. So she has to stay home for 5 days. So Mama took yesterday off. Daddy took today off. And it's like, I can't get you guys a whole lot closer. Because it's like, you'll never see under the machine 100%. Because blanket stitch is just a process. But I have to plan it. Because my colors can't overlap each other. I'm just too picky for what I start. And then Ronnie came to visit today. And she goes, I showed her the different quilts I'm working on. And then she goes, Mom, it's like, who's this one to? And I says, it isn't spoken. It's like, yes. I says, it's not. She says, she starts thinking. And I says, what? She says, well, I really like it. So I sold another quilt today. I said, I didn't need it anyway. That's my way of looking at it. I didn't need it. Because she said, wow, Mom, you got a lot of quilts to get quilted. And I says, yes, I do. And so she was going to pay for a couple quilts to get quilted just because she can. But instead, she bought a quilt. So she picked the backing, and she just wants it quilted with flowers. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do. Looking under here, I should have cut it off back there, but I didn't. It's when you know your applique stitch, the process, you can keep looking at them. Hi, Joyce. I'm working on a gnome applique. I'll get the word out sooner or later. Darlene is making this gnome with me. And all I did was found a picture I like. Ronnie picked the red and white, black and gray. That last big one I made. It's still here. I could grab it and show you which one. But I found a picture. I enlarged it. I screenshotted it. And then I cropped it and I printed it out, and the first time came out smaller, way smaller. I lost that picture somewhere because it was a part of it, but I outline where I want the detail in Sharpie, and then I go back and I cut the pieces out accordingly. What is that? Oh, let's see. It's like, this got noticed back. Where's the pictures here? There's got to be a picture of it somewhere on here. You would think in my gallery of conglomerations. I don't have a picture of that one on this phone. Oh, there it is in partial. This one here. It ended up being 114 by 97. There'd be more of it if Bailey wasn't blocking it. Bailey and Gunnar was here on that day. Because I took another picture of it, I thought. But I didn't find that one. But it's just one of those things, you know. I don't need them all. I have 2 quilts for my king size bed already. But when I said it was king size, she says that's perfect because I have a king size bed. I said, I thought you had a queen. No, when we got the new bed, we got a king. So it's just one of those things. But it's just one of those things. I feel honored that she wanted it. You know, that's always a thing. It's like my first quilt I sold was on YouTube through a YouTube person from seeing it on my design wall. You know, that's an honor to me to be picked. And when she looked at the one that the Hunter Star one I just finished, when she just looked at that one, she says he's going to love it. And he's already said that he is taking it back and forth. It's going to travel between the 2 locations that he's going to live, Washington and Oregon. He says, it's traveling. He's already got it planned that far. I think it's kind of nice that, you know, he's already got plans. It's traveling. What I'm doing right now is taking the threads I have, because even though I know they're not going to back off, I take the threads to the back and I tie them off. And then that way I know they're not going to come undone. But it's like one of those things. we do what it's like. It's an honor, I think, still. I travel with my quilt. I really do. I go where I know. Hi, Cheryl. Working on a gnome today to make. Cutie Patootie is home for 5 days. I won't have her this week. She has to stay home and get better. She tested positive for RSV, which is, I think, worse than the other. When her daddy was sick last week, he evidently had. Yeah, bus duty with grandson now. Okay, Cheryl. You go do what you got to do. So these strings, I will go back later and hide all the strings. Yes. When I checked on her yesterday, she's no different, but no worse. Carrie's back now. So now I have to pick which way I'm going. So I start down here. I dug my thread out of the freezer for this. That way I have a variety of colors. I have all these small spools of wherever it's at. I have all sorts of threads sitting out here. Bags of it. It's like one bag's missing. I don't know where I sat it. It's here somewhere. But I have all these threads. Reset the machine so it starts walking at the same time. Yeah, prayers for Chunky Bunky, yes. And hello, Gladys. I worked on hexies today while I was watching Kathy, waiting for Ronnie to show up. I have the Spools and Stars quilt. Its borders are cut, ready to go on. Hey, that stitching went right around that little handlebar mustache. His little mustache, I might do by hand. It's like I'm doing a funny walk across. I've did so many applique. I know how I can walk back and forth just by where I turn. Oop, go back over there, needle. Don't jump that fast. There's no place on the top of the guy's little nose to stitch the blanket stitch, so I just walked it across his nose by switching it back and forth a lot. Right up to his little mustache. And it's done. And Gladys is back from the eye doctor. And Kathy just left to go to the eye doctor. And my eye doctor is not until July. But I'll leave these strings there. And that's the only one I'm going to use this color on. So I'm going to switch this out. I said where I placed that other bag, this one. I have all these small spools. These are all from Shop Hops, except for maybe two, because I didn't have an orange and one other color. I think a true red. So those are all from Shop Hops that I'm trying to use up. But in the meantime, they store in the freezer. And then I have all these threads. The smaller ones are variegated and the larger ones are, I won from a Shop Hop. They're all shades of pink. There's, I think, 5 of them. Yeah, there's 5 called the pink family. But if they're not open and I have another pink open, I use that. But this is definitely going to take more time. And it's another one of those things. Little hands, I don't know how well that would work. So I have to have different things to sew if little hands is here. And it's a good thing I can see to thread my needle. Like checking to make sure nobody said anything. Because I got to keep back and forth. I probably won't have a lot of people because Rita's on. So I know that's where Randy's at. And hi, Dora Lynn. It's just an applique block that you can go get. Always restart the machine. That way I know it starts at the correct walking point. And so start right there on the mustache or the beard off the corner of the mustache. Always fun trying to get the needle in the right spot. It's like Dorlyn said, she's having great weather down there in Colorado. Mine's 55 degrees, very windy and partly cloudy. And I don't really have a brown variegated thread. So this one's got brown to burgundy, but it fits the fabric. It's just detail. It's a gnome. They're not real. So I was like, just having fun. And I kept it hid so they don't see what they're getting. Each month or each time they get one will be a surprise. Because I know for 4th of July, the block I made in June for them will be just the star in red, white, and blues. I would go right to the mustache, but I need the mustache to start at a certain stitch. It's like it has to start at a certain stitch for me, because I got to be in control on turning those points out there. Make sure. It's telling me my Verizon hotspot's about to be used up. But is the picture clear today? It looks clear. Looks kind of dark. But it's like, oh, maybe because I don't have this open. Let's see if that helps any. I'm trying to figure out which side of my hair is the one that's poking out. Really shows up on there. So I just use that variegated brown on his beard. And then his hat's done. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do his mustache just a little bit darker, or a solid. Maybe I'll trade out for his mustache and his, I have the golden brown. It's like, it's just a thread change. But this thread is signature thread, size 40, mercerized, long staple, made in the USA. But this was sent to me from Gisela in Sweden. And then this is a Guterman. Is that how I pronounce that name? I changed threads back and forth all through when I made that dog quilt that I have. I should have brought in the applique quilt to be behind me, but didn't think of it until now. So now that corner is going to be a fun one to start the mustache. It's another one of those walking processes. Do the forward, back, forward, and then I turn it because I need it to walk for a little bit. And I forgot to reset the machine. So I will trim this off real fast, take that thread out, because it'll bug me if I don't do it. It's just a pillow, Doreen, or Dorlin. It is just a pillow topper. It's one block. It's to go with the April showers bring May flowers type thing. Because my daughters are getting different pillows covers. Just because when I started that, of course, it did the backwards walk first. It's supposed to go forward. So it put the stitch out in the middle of nowhere. And I need to turn it just a little bit so so it goes over and catches on the gnome's mustache. Hi, Melanie. There is a kit out there in this world somewhere that does a thing of gnomes every month. I think it could be Shabby Fabrics. It's like, I can't say for sure, but I think they are the ones that does the gnome they have one for every month. I'm doing that walk across his little nose. I didn't want the stitches to all show up down there. It's fun when you're trying to guess where your stitches are going. I need an all clear foot. I think you're right. Shabby Fabrics, yes. It's like they have been the ones with the most gnome. There is a jelly roll. There is a YouTube that did gnomes for every month too. Yes, it's a monthly purchase. But the Jelly Roll Club, it's a YouTube channel. They did a thing with all gnomes. I have all them printed over there. And it's like, that was a fun one to participate with. Because they had them for all different. Shabby Fabrics is like 80 miles from where I live here. But it's an online store only. I got a little mess up in his mustache turn. But you know, they're not going to see it. They're just going to look at the overall picture. I didn't turn the corner when I should have. But I have to start it in the corner of his mustache because I want to try to keep it all on the mustache. Right here. I want to keep all the stitches on the mustache when I can. Yeah, theirs is for the season, spring, summer, winter, and fall. The one that Jelly Roll Club, they had several different ones. On the Island, Valentine, Christmas. I think they had a lot of holiday ones. But they're over there copied because she had the free patterns out there. But I forgot all about having them. So I just went and found a picture of a gnome and then went from there. Yeah. So, Dorlyn, when I find, I'll send that link to you. It's just called the Jelly Roll Club, but she does more than just jelly roll stuff. Oh, I don't want to go that fast. I want to do what I call chugga, chugga, chugga. Trying to get up that big old hill. That's when doing this blanket stitch, you need to know the steps, because it's forward, back, forward, left, right, forward, back, forward, left, right. So you can turn accordingly. Those dogs and cats I did, that was lots of stop, start, turns. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Terry. Oh, it's like, you're okay, Terry. Sit back, relax. I'm just making a gnome. I'm going to get one done before I start the other. Darlene's making them also. Okay. So I look to see what step on the stitch I'm at. Okay, so I'm fine for the drop one. Now I'm going to walk across the nose again. That way I don't have to break off thread. This is where I wish you guys could see everything I'm doing here. Almost, it's like I did goof. Forgot which step I was at. But I can put it back in. Hi, Joan. Yep. I haven't did the checkup on Miss Delaney today yet, because I didn't want to disrupt Daddy. And then Ronnie was here, and then I didn't get an update while she was here because I was distracted. Turn this a little bit so it stays on the thing. And the mustache is done. Right. Hello, June. I agreed, Darlene. It gets... I kept putting it off, and Darlene says, what are you making the girls for this time? Then we was thinking April showers bring May flowers type thing. And then I found this gnome and I said, this'll work. This works for them. And then because it's me, I'm changing out thread again. Because I decided I didn't want the boots to match the mustache. Using up all my thread a little bit at a time. This is gun old cotton thread. It's not Gutermann, it's gun old. Their thread should sew no differently than ours. Then I figure I gotta get this unknotted first. I forgot this was brand new. So I don't know how they get this thread in here. Okay. I think I got it undid now. Wasn't unrolling after I put it up there. Gotta have it unroll. I don't have an automatic threader. This one here, it has it on it, but the little hook is never been there. But I couldn't take it back. It's like, well, I could take it back, but they'd only give me what I paid for it. So I said, I've been without needle threader this many years. Who cares, right? You'll be listening. It is wash day and I'm pulling. Okay. You're fine. You're here. Like I said, my count's not going to be the highest count today because I'm sure everybody's over. Ooh, maybe I should be putting black on here. Color change. Changed my mind. Black thread. Black or dark gray? I have black. Okay, I have a few. So we're going with black. I don't use black as much as I thought I would. I have a whole bunch. So Terry, do you use a lot of black? I know you use a lot of dark colors. Because that's those three. And then look, I got 2 blacks and 4 charcoals. Because that's way too many for me, that's for sure. Gotta restart the stitch so it starts out at the proper spot. Hi, Lisa. I'm doing fine, Joan Meyer. When we moved, my brother-in-law drove country roads most of the way, and all my material has dirt and dust and yuck on them. Oh, no. Sorry for that, Joan. And by having this black on, I have an umbrella handle to do also. And how's Lisa and Joan and everybody? Are you guys working on anything special? I know what Darlene's working on. Hers is a gnome. Put the needle back in. Forgot to turn when I needed to turn. After I started doing this by machine, I go, I could have did this by hand. But once I started, I had to continue. Because I have embroidery cloths that I need to use up too. And Carrie's working on 4th of July diamond art. I know what a few people are working on. There's a lot of material. That's really pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to move with the fabric. I'm getting it all into quilts. And then It's like, for those of you that come in late, I sold another quilt today. And it's a pre-made one. Somebody fell in love with it. My daughter, Ronnie. She's seen all the quilts I have stacked up to go out to long arming. And she goes, Mom. And she gave me she says, here, get 2 quilted on me. And then and then I showed her the next quilt. I showed her well, what the heck am I doing over there? I showed her the wonky one, the purple one that was the group one that we all did. And then I showed her this other one, and she goes, is it spoken? It's for? Or what's it for? And I says, and then I thought she had a queen size bed. Why is that not cooperating with me right now? And she says, no, I have a king. I says, well, this is made for a king. And she says, well, I really like it. And she says, can I buy it? I didn't give her a price. She just paid me. Yeah. Because she goes, I know the quality that's in them. And the time, it's like 10 hours to quilt that, or put the hand sewing of the binding on that 100-star one. No, she bought let me go grab it. It's sitting on my chair still. It's easier to show that than a picture. This one. The one with the red and black and gray. And then the spare thread is not going there. But this is the one that she purchased. And she picked her backing. She wants gray. Yeah. It's like, she goes, she says, I don't know. She says, I love it. And she says, they're fighting with theirs, just to keep it on the bed because it's not made for a king size. So she picked gray for the backing, floral for the quilting, and she agreed with whatever for the binding. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things, I don't need another quilt, and I know where it went, but I thought that was such an honor that she chose one and wanted to purchase it. Plus, she says, plus it'll help you get more of your quilts off to the long armor. Because she says that's a lot of quilts that we have to deal with later. It's like, but they're on my spare bed. They're on my bed. I travel with one. I says, so I will get the backing ordered and get it off to the long armor. And then get it back and do my ridiculous 10 hours of hand sewing the binding down. And And good thing I was talking about it, because it reminded Darlene that she sent a 3-yard backing over to her daughter's house. Her daughter has a bigger long arm table than Darlene has. And being our quilts ended up being like 114. I have the pattern for the Quillos, but it's like the Quillos, because they was first made, when they was first made, they was designed for the fleece. And I have thought about making the Quillos with the fleece for my great-grandkids. But that means I have to go find a store with fleece that they might like. And then I thought that'd be a good thing to take them shopping for. Corn sacks for your son. Now, is it for corn sack? What is a corn sack? Is it actually for corn, for like in the microwave for pain and stuff, that kind of corn sack? I had some rice ones, and then Melinda, what was hers? Something hole. There was some holes of something. Everybody says, and chicken saddles? Chicken saddles. Now you really got me wondering there. I've seen chicken arms. I was on Facebook just the other day. These little arms that you can put on your pet chickens. And I thought, okay, sure glad my daughter don't have pet chickens anymore. Okay. And now, is the chicken saddles, are they the same? Or is chicken saddles something different? I do the rice. And, even after all the time I did the rice and microwaved it. Oh. See, I had to ask that one, didn't I? I've even seen where they get boots for the chickens. Another one of those things is like, okay. But it was because of the spurs. Well, as soon as I found out I didn't have to have a rooster, that was the first thing that hit the pan. When I found out I didn't have to have a rooster. Because I was always city girl. And I just figured you had to have a rooster to get eggs. But you don't. Only if you want fertile eggs. You want them to possibly nest. Yes. Heck, they can be, my chickens look like that without a rooster. They would start pecking on each other because of a bug or something. I don't know. I'm doing the little umbrella handle right now. Just like I need that cutesy diaper for that dachshund when she's here. but I could never make her wear it because I wouldn't put it on mine. But just got to keep a closer eye on that dog. I know the other day I was watching something and it's like, it said how mean the roosters are. And it's like, I just figured it was the show, but it's like, nope, that's how it really is. Okay, just about last stitch or two. There, the black's done now. So his mustache, so it stands out, I chose a little bit lighter color. And then his boots, I did black to make them look. Denise to June. June, did you see where Medicare and Medicaid aren't going to pay for weight loss drugs anymore? I know, those drugs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were for diabetics first, yes. And I noticed even on the, because everybody's manufacturing that drug now. But like Rob Lowe on his, he's for Atkins Foods, whatever that diet is. And they said on there, after your eat those foods to control your diet, your weight loss after however you chose to lose it. Thank you, Joan. Yeah. But the side effect is what everybody says it makes you sick. Well, yeah, it's going to make you sick because that's how you're going to lose part of your weight. Because one of the side effects is nauseation. And I've known a couple people that said it's like they had the flu the whole time they was taking these shots. Well, that's not one symptom I want. I read the side effects. I have 3 friends that went to Mexico for the gastric bypass. And it's like they didn't change their diet or anything. So what did they learn? They didn't learn anything. And thank you, Joyce. So now I'm going to do his raincoat. I put in blue to go with the blue. Make sure to start it so I don't have a back tack across some brown. Was thinking about a purple, but it's like I'll go with blue. And thank you, June. Just a lot of applique. And if you can get it just right, you can do a beautiful turn corners with the 3 stitches. Now this one I have to cut off here because I'm not going to back tack around that. Yes, I have my different things that I crave, like most people, potato chips. But I just make me an excuse. But you go out every day with your grandkids. I always tell myself it's going to cost me this much. So get what I get. They have like candies that are 2 bags for $1, which I have some in my other room. I've had them for a week and a half now. It seems like if I have it, I don't crave it. And if I don't have it, I crave it worse. But they come just like a serving per bag. And my grocery store carries them, and then my little mini mart. I'll go grab the bags real fast. See, in March, I purchased 4 bags. They're these girlies. They're two. If you buy 2 bags, they're 2 for 2. And I got these cherry drops and Biddle honey. And a Biddle honey. And when I open them, I tell myself I can only have 2. 2 a day. And Alani doesn't like them, so I'm safe there with Alani. Now, if it was Charleston Chews or something like that, then I'd be having issues. Because Alani loves Charleston Chews. But as long as I have that bag here, I don't seem to crave the sweets. And I haven't had even opened one of the bags since Saturday, I think it was. No, Saturday's when I finished. But it's like, what I really want is 100 grand or a Baby Ruth. And I just don't buy the ones I really want. When I bought the Butterfinger, it went in the freezer because I used it on ice cream. You have no self-control. Well, I always put what it costs me to go back out and buy them. And then it's like, as long as I keep satisfying the craving, it doesn't seem to come back. Okay. That hand overlaps, so put up the hand. But I do have good willpower. Like a bag of potato chips. I can open it up and it's gone in the same night. I have, so my self-control there is I have to put them in a bowl, put the thing on the top, hide it in the cupboard. Because if I see it when I walk by it in the middle of the night, I want a potato chip. It's that. It seems like every night I need something salty and crunchy. Like I'll buy the rice cakes, the big ones. What are they? The caramely ones. And it comes in 2 packs of 7 rice cakes. I have to do the same with them. Open it, take so many, put them in baggies. Because I'll eat the whole pack of 7. I don't eat the second pack of 7, but I eat the first pack of 7. But yeah, willpower is just not. And mine's more because I'm by myself and bored, I think. The other night I was eating, my weakness is sweet coffee drinks. Okay. Be listening. Okay. See, I don't have to worry about coffees. And the nuts, I've never been a nut eater. Baby Ruth is as my nuts are because they're in it. I got all these strings accumulating here. So the coat is now all stitched around. But I've never been, like I said, the nut eater. And Darlene, quit laughing. It's like Darlene and I before the live, we was laughing our full head off on all sorts of dumb things. We had the giggles, I should say. So I'm going to quickly hide all these strings. Put them to the back anyway. Trying to do 2 at once. Then the needle is stuck on my finger. I have a needle threader right here. I should just use it. But it's like, so there's that one. And I can't stand cashews, almonds, hazelnut. And I'm not a fan of peanut unless it's in peanut brittle. Just like on the Sunday cones, the drumsticks, Sunday cones, whatever we want to call them. Those peanuts on top of there is about my quota of peanuts. But yeah, I got a prize of a needle threader the other day. Being this black is thicker, I'm just going to put the needle threader on here and pull the thread through. It's that 3 fingers that I need. Or is it going to work? It's not going to work with both threads. So 1 thread at a time, I guess. The hook's just not big enough. Yeah. I can get away with a Tootsie Roll every now and then. But yes, that's why the two I want both have chocolate on them. It's like the other day, I wanted a pineapple milkshake. Well, up at our Zips, the guy that came over took my order, because senior citizens get a discount, 10% off. Well, the guy that took my order, I've told him how to do the subtotal so I get 10% off the whole order, but he hasn't caught on yet. And so it's like, Beans, he was there. I didn't get a saltwater taffy. I didn't get the milkshake. Saltwater taffy. We buy it by the pound in the flavor I like. And that goes up in the cupboard. For my birthday, I think it was not long ago, I got sorry, Gayla, but Melinda got me a pound of huckleberry, and Casey got me a pound of banana saltwater taffy. And it's like I just put them up in a Tupperware container above in the cupboard, and I could only have 5 a day. And it's like I've been out of that saltwater taffy. And believe me, I've thought about ordering me some more huckleberry because that was really good. And it's purple. Yeah, I haven't had anything yet today, Gayla, and it's making me hungry. But I might just go get me a burger and be a good girl. Maybe if that guy's not working, maybe I'll have my pineapple milkshake. But on Facebook today, if anybody's my friend on there, my grandson, he wrote a aw thing on Facebook today. How his mom and his grandma has made him what he is. And it was so sweet. Every time I think about what he wrote, it's like with Denise with her grandkids. It's like kids will say the darndest things, just like making these for the girls. It just shows they appreciate what their mom does because they don't do it. I'm trying to get off of the subject of food too. It's like okay, got the coat one. Now I'm going to go up the corner and work on the mustache and beard area. And years ago, my grandmother taught me how to fold the thread between your fingers and go back and thread your needle. So if anybody's wondering how I'm getting it threaded, my grandmother taught me this years ago. It's like I keep catching the needle on the end of my finger, but I am grabbing the thread and it goes through the needle. It is a regular needle. I have a thread that's caught somewhere. It has a knot on this other end, I guess. Nope, I just sewed through it a little bit. It's always made some people wonder. They thought I had a special hook or something. It's like you probably could use the smallest crochet hook out there. But that black did not want to go through both strands at the same time. Yeah, you lay the thread over the needle and just pull it down in your finger a little bit. It's like I grab the needle with the thread, then pull it out. Yes. It's hard to teach somebody unless you're right there ready with thread playing. And I do have some of those needles that you just pull the thread down through the top. They call them self-threading. I do have those. Yes, you fold the way it's just folded in between the finger that you know that you guys aren't seeing part of it because the thread's in my hand. Lays over and grab. It's just making it prettier for you guys to go back and see this when it's all done. Because I can tie all this stuff off later. But my black thread was too thick. I've always found my black thread, even though it says it's only a certain weight, always seems to be thicker than the other threads. Okay, there. Now you can see it. Hi, Jennifer. Is Rita done over there? It's like, I don't know. But there's without all the threads. Now the back looks like thread heaven. I'll go back and tie those all up later. I just put them in a knot, the surgeon knot, clip them off, and no one's ever going to see that part of the... So now the hand and the nose. And so I got the two hands, the pond. I call it a pond. It's a big puddle. And then I have the leaves on the flowers to go. So it's like I didn't get out any light blue. It's like I might not have light blue. It might be why. Might be a color I have to put on my list. It's like not seeing light blue. But I think this little very minty green. Oh, you were planting flowers? I did. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I planted my purple potatoes. Checking to see. It's like I think that's the lightest color I have, and it's a minty. Hi, Randy. You got my block or my box of blocks. Looking to see. I have all these different threads. I mean, different threads. Just for Randy's purpose. I have all these different threads. Having a bite to eat. And find the end. Because I didn't have light blue, so I'm just going to use this minty. Because I didn't want to use the same blue as I just used. Yeah, when you do applique. It's better to have as many colors as you can because it's like it helps draw out the detail. Detail is always nice. The paper on the end, being this was brand new. And how is Randy doing today other than that? Rita must be over. I wasn't changing my time. But I planted 10 hills of purple potatoes. So I did plant that. So now I have room for some tomato plants. And I forgot to ask Ronnie when she was here if she planted extra tomatoes this year. Because she has the greenhouse. Okay, put that on there. Now it's lost it with all the rest of my pins. So start here, go around, and then I got to do a little tiny bit right there. Restart the stitch. I have only done a few things appliqued. I don't even know if I did it right. I just did what I thought would work. Okay, Rand. I was going to ask you, Randy, on that YouTube or Facebook. I don't go on Facebook very often. If I go on it once a day, so I might miss somebody's birthday because too much of social media, too much YouTube, I got burnt out. And so I try to limit it. It causes headaches in more than one way. Headaches from the eye strain and headaches from more ideas or how many errors are out there. And some of the stuff, but I do like what my grandson posted today. And I don't even know why I went over to Facebook because normally I don't go over to Facebook until like 11:30 at night, 12 at night, 1 in the morning. But he wrote up a sweet thing about his mom and grandma. He's up taking phlebotomy classes, and he just decided to get a hotel and stay up there rather than drive back and forth. And then remind me not to take this off. I want to do a couple stitches through the pond of straight stitch. It's like, so if you see me taking off this color, yeah. I just want to put like some ripples. But I noticed nobody had commented, but it was only so many minutes after you posted it too. Yeah, it's like YouTube, Facebook, social media, it takes too much time away. And Delaney, she's becoming a junkie. It's like she sees that thing there. She's staring at it because Darlene and I talk and sew through Messenger. And she's always looking at the screen like, where is she? And so when I press the button, it's like she's all right there, all happy again. So it's teaching her the bad thing too. And she's, she's just 8 months old. Because Alani, she's a YouTube for kids junkie, I call her. So when she comes here on the bus Monday and Wednesday, which there is no Monday, Wednesday this week because it's spring break, she's a YouTube junkie. And now she doesn't get that because she can't take it to school with her. Making sure I was still running. Trying to debate. Yeah, I got it. Just made it there. But take time for yourself, Randy. We have to do it. It's like if you guys don't want to come over here, if you miss it, there's always the replay. There's always the replay. But my phone notifies me how much time I've spent on it. My friend is addicted to video games on her cell phone. At night, I play solitaire for about an hour. And I always have to try to beat my score. It's like, it's terrible. But nobody's awake from 11 to 1. You'll watch the replay because you want to see how I did this. I said I should video one because this is, I found a picture I liked because I forgot I had all those gnomes over there in the cupboard. But I seen the gnome, April showers bring May flowers type thing. There's no flowers on here. It's like I don't have any of the fabric, but I printed it out and then I took the time to draw around. Then I cut it. I cut down to this size, took another picture of it, reprinted it, and printed it full-size page. And then these outlines is where I needed to be. I did not like this nose or this mustache. I don't know what kind of mustache that is. So I did the curly Q one to the side. But like this umbrella here, then I put it on freezer paper. So I have all these pieces over here that are from freezer paper, and they're all parts. Well, the freezer paper, you can then press onto your fabric. Like, here's the underside of the umbrella. But I didn't show all this stuff, but I got one more to make. So Thursday I will start the preparation from pieces to this. Okay? Thursday, I'll show you the whole process. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for posting. I didn't see you sneak in. Okay. Ripples of the pond, the puddle. the pond because it's so big. Okay. So I just want to do a pin. And of course, being the duck's on here, I need a ripple around the duck. So then I'll just do another ripple and off. And let's do one more. Oops. And then under his feet. Yes, I get carried away and do things like this. And Darlene, if you're watching, I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. So now I'm going to go with just a straight stitch. Turn off that stitch. And I'm going to go back and just stitch those little ripples I just drew. But you can't see the ripples because they're that little. So start over here. It's just an effect. I probably would have thought of it later. They don't have to be exact. But they're just a suggestion. It's just to make your eyes think that those are ripples on the pond. Or the puddle. Because they're in it. It's like I grabbed my white thread back there. Oh, I don't classify myself as smart. But thank you, Jennifer. My imagination gets carried away at times. My imagination definitely gets carried away. I just get carried away. And thank you, Lisa. Because it's like, I don't know if you guys will see it, but I see it. Let me get the iron warming up so I can press that orange marker off. Now I will go back and do the circle under the little duck or bird, whatever this bird is. I did it in gold because it's like, it could be a duck. It could be the goldfinch for the state of Washington. And then I found more fabric for another quilt project. Hi, Sarah Stitches. Hi, Rhonda. You're sewing, listening, and watching me. It's like, I'm glad we don't get eerie feelings over the shoulder, right? But I even go back and sew with myself because I want to see what I did and what I could change. This one here. One stitch turn, because it's such a tight corner. You can't get those smooth ripples. Darlene sent me a photo. So let's see what her photo's of. She calls hers the lazy way with no thread change. Like, go to Messenger. It's like, there's Darlene's. Yeah. I don't like cooking for one. Hey, Darlene, go back and put your... Of course, it's my son. Give me a second. Make it fast. Live. Yeah. What you doing? Okay. Yeah. Is your granddaughter getting any better? Yeah. Right. Emily said she was no change yesterday. Not worse, but not better. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, if they're not going out of the house, it would just be you and I. Yeah. So we'll put it off for another week, unless we hear differently. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Check. Maybe there was an update. It's like with my granddaughter. Yeah, that is phone etiquette. Make her fast. But speaking of cooking, he wanted to know if we was having family dinner Thursday. I haven't even planned that far ahead. We missed last Thursday because Cameron was sick. And it's like, now we have Delaney that's sick. See? There you go, Darlene. Let's see if I can pull any of these through this way faster. Just don't know where they're all at. If I can find all the ends. Because I should have brushed them all up here. Sometimes picking them this way works. But I have such a menagerie back here. It's like, where did it start and where did it end? And then I'll hold this up. But the strings are distracting me from seeing it, so I don't want them to distract you guys. So, Darlene, if you're following your teacher, you need to go back and put your ripples in your water or your lake. She's got some stuff in her still. Okay. You're going to grab that link. Okay. You're fine. Okay. Are all the strings off? No. Up by the duck. See, I can't even tell you where the duck is. Terry, grab it. Yours has ripples already. Well, these just are better ripples. And Darlene and I get ourselves in a lot of trouble doing this stuff together. But she has 3 daughters. So she's got to make 3. But she could get away with my daughter-in-law has no interest in this stuff here. Yeah. And yes, Marshall Dry Goods has panels too. I got the Christmas biker one for my niece. I didn't send her a Christmas card this year. But it's like, because I'm going to make her a wall hanging. So she just has to wait. Three more threads. See, I don't even know how long I've been. Oh, it's been an hour and 42. I'm sorry, guys, that I've been on so long. I really am. But it's been fun. Carrie, Sarah, Sandra and Darlene can't get into trouble a lot because I know I've watched them. It's we're good. We can get the giggles. Her husband probably wonders what the heck we're doing. Yes, it does when you're having fun. But it also shows you that they're just not simple to make. So I will try to have for Thursday part this, part that. So let's see if you guys can see this or not. Because that was I don't want to lose it in there and then poke myself. So here's the block. And then let's see if you can see the ripples in the water or not. I'm trying to wait for it to get on. YouTube runs slow. And then maybe I need to put the light over there a little better. Let's see. Yeah, you can't see the ripples in the water. I was trying to get it to where you could see the ripples. But it just gives it another effect. Oh, there's the ripples. When I changed the light. Yep. The light was just in the... But it's like, I just have the hands and nose and the leaves to go. But I don't think you guys want to stay on a whole lot longer. And it's like, they just don't happen fast. As you just seen. You saw the ripples too? Yeah. How many of you got done, Darlene? Just the one? It's like, I was going to say, that's not green. I'm using a green variegated. And this is Sulky, Premium Sulky, 30 weight, all-purpose mercerized cotton, matte finish. And it's a variegated. It's made in Italy. That's what it says here. And I got this green variegated. But I just found out I've been twisting and shoving this in the cap, and the cap actually pops up after I was struggling so hard. It's like some of these threads have locking lids so you don't lose your thread. But if I don't lock and load this thread in there, I gotta finish this green stuff anyway. Darlene's got 2 done. It's like, do we get any better with pieces? She had troubles yesterday. Her Singer patchwork keeps throwing up an error code. We did everything that error code says that needed done. And still didn't work. So then she had to go down and get the next one. She had 2 sewing machines that I know of down there. One did not have a blanket stitch on it at all. So she said she didn't even bother to bring that one up. But like on these leaves, I can do the whole leaf or start there. It's like, no, I'm going to do the back leaf first and then come out and do the front leaf. It's like you have to plan your moves just like anything else to make sure you get all the pieces held down. So I'm going to do the center stem of the tulip and then come out and do the leaves and then stitch across the bottom. It's one piece. So I'm going to take up until the 2 hours, so I hope I don't get too carried away. This green variegated just gives it another, depth to it. And then it's like I can turn this and go up the other side. My tulip's a little unusual in color, but it's a one-piece tulip. Now I turn it. I want the point of that leaf to be there. Right, turn it. Turn it again. Nope, don't want that one that far over. Forgot to turn it back a ways. My thread keeps getting in the way. It's like, and if you plan the thread on the bottom here, like I did, it's going to look like little blades of grass, kind of almost. Because of the way it's going up there. Go over to the other blade of grass, or the tulip leaves. It's like, maybe I should take this. I now have this everywhere. Worse than when Ellen was here. When Ellen was here, he walked the dog with the bobbin thread. Well, I was just doing that with my white thread. Oh, did I run out of bobbin thread? Nope, it's still sewing. Oh, ran out of bobbin thread. I go, there's no stitch there. So I'll back out a couple stitches, put in a bobbin. Did you have, do you have, no, I don't have a free motion foot. Would that help? I don't. Free motion, darning foot. I have neither of those. Okay, I do have to put some bobbin thread in. I never change the bobbin threads, the same as I use on anything else. On the embroidery, they have you not change your bobbin thread. Yeah. I've never bought any extra foot. I have one machine with that 1/4 inch foot with that blade on the side. I've tried it. I don't like it. It's just a me thing, I guess. Because I am so used to what I have that it's like, so now I gotta make sure this lines up back with that one stitch. Because the pattern is the same. Because I restarted it. I did such a good job at turning up there and everything, and then goofed up. Had no bobbin thread. There is no shame losing the. No, I've never did thread painting. I'm not even. I just know it's a. I want to see the back of a thread painted thing because I have to have the back just as neat as the front. Okay, one more time. Okay, now I should be able to let it walk back. Yep. Yeah. It's like, I don't care if I won the race or don't win the race. It's just one of those things that it's like, it's what I want to do. It's like, I'm going to do it. Going back up the leaf and end it there, and then I have to start a new thread because that's just me. And I'm going to make this leaf in the time allotted for 2 hours. So I will restart, reset. Reset always takes it back to the beginning steps. needle up so the thread will pull smoothly. With all these start and stops. See if I can pull a few of them through. That one's not going to work. This one, it's like, nope. It's amazing how quick you can sew right through where you just did. It is amazing. Put that one up there because it's like, this was a shop pop thing that I got for holding a few needles or pins. But the top comes off super easy. So I don't use it a whole lot. And it's definitely not going to be out where little Miss Delaney can get her fingers on it. Pull that through. Get this threads through and then show you the leaf, the stem part of the tulip. And hand blanket stitch. You can even get more detail to different things. There. There's the flower. All done. It's like, which one am I showing? That one over there. See, I just did the whole leaf. Up one side, down the other. But here's today's block. I'll post a picture on the front of this. The elephant will disappear and the little gnome guy will come on. Yeah. Well, thank you, Sherry and Denise. I have 5 different ones of this cloud. It come out in so many colorways. The different blues. And then I said, I think I have my clouds upside down. But I guess clouds don't have a right side and a wrong side. But yeah, this fabric's been around for years. Hi, Northern Willow Girl. Well, thank you. Pretty and well done. But this will become the picture instead of the purple elephant. I wanted it to be a surprise what I started today. So I will finish off the other leaf and nose and hand. It will be completed. You think it's cheerful? Thank you, Denise. And my girls will get to think of their mom every time that this is out for years and years to come. I don't plan on going anywhere right away, but you just never know. We're not promised tomorrow, so take advantage of today. That's what I say all the time. Take advantage of, it's like, oh, I guess I didn't dig out that light pink. Oh, I shouldn't have taken the green off. I'm sitting here jumping ahead. That's the lightest pink I have. Let's see what this other pink looks like. If it's lighter, then it'll come out. Yep, it's lighter. Yes, every moment. Very much so. And I enjoy you guys that join me. And it's like, that's how we learn things from everybody. It's like, so Terry's getting her little grace frame out. She's beginning to be like the long armor. She's setting it up better every day. They have the thread sticking out the plastic here. So I guess, oh, that's how you rip your plastic off? Nope. Plastic's still being a bugger. But it's like, can't get the plastic wrapper off. So see you guys on Thursday. I'll have more of the steps available. So if anybody's learning applique, we'll see you on, get my whole head up there. See you on Thursday. And I'll give you an update on Miss Delaney at that day. Bye, everybody. Bye.